hey, join my Discord, look in the description, look at gun, react to gun, do whatever you want with gun, just visit gun at least once. Oh hi, didn't see you there on account of not seeing you there. Yeah, so today I wanted to talk about one-tricking, and just in general, if that's a good idea, should you do it, should you not do it. So go ahead and play that handmade intro that I made in like 2 minutes. I'm not making an intro for this video. Okay, now that the intro is done, we can actually get into the video. Yeah, okay. One-tricking. What is one-tricking? One-tricking is the art of playing one character for a long enough period of time that basically you just only know how to play that character, is what I've summarized it as. But there's many different interpretations, there's many different ways that people see one-tricking. It can be a bad thing, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. So we're going to talk about the ups and the downs of one-tricking, because I feel like there are some. And by the end of the video you should be able to form your own opinion about the subject. And you can leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be sure to read them and then judge you because you're objectively wrong. Okay, so what are the upsides of one-tricking? The upside is that you'll generally gain more experience on the one character that you've been playing for a long enough period of time. And if you're just generally trying to win a game, yeah, that's a good thing. That's a great thing even. Especially if you're like playing ranked and you want to climb. You have that knowledge of that character that you know how to play. That's generally the best way to look at one-tricking, is that you gain a better understanding of the character that you are one-tricking compared to most people. People can main a character, but one-tricking, that's a different thing entirely. Especially with some characters like Katarina and Aurelia and Riven, where memorizing their cooldowns and how fast certain abilities come up. But yeah, some could also say that you can gain that same benefit from just playing a champion for a couple of games. Yes, that's understandable, but one-tricking, it has a different feel to it. I know it sounds stupid, but you feel more in tune with your character, and you'll also get the hang of certain matchups, especially when one-tricking. Because even with characters that you're gonna lose lane to, you're still gonna figure out a way to perform at least decently in the game, even though you're gonna lose lane. For instance, right here, despite the fact that I'm playing Nasus, I know that I lose like 90% of the time to Aatrox because it's just a lane bully, and that's it. But I'm playing well, I'm playing good, I'm out CSing him, and I'm down the fucking item. And those are generally the upsides to one-tricking. You get a better understanding of what your character can do or what they do, and how to play around the map, how to play around your team, how to play around the enemy, especially when they're like playing somebody that counters you. You'll still know how to play around them, even though you know that you usually lose those matchups. But there's also a lot of downsides to one-tricking. For instance, you know how to play one character really well, and then everyone else, it just kind of gets the shaft, I guess. Yes, one-tricking is very powerful and can be used very effectively, but you're stuck playing that one character for the rest of like all eternity. You spend so much time learning this character. What do you do when they get banned? And the argument can't be made that like, oh, I'll just dodge, but you can only dodge so many times, man. Eventually you're just gonna get like 2-3 hour waiting times in queue because you've dodged so much. Especially when you play characters like Katarina, Aurelia, Yasuo, Yone. I'm just naming a bunch of assassins, but still, those are the champions that get banned often, and they're also the champions that are like the most played. How are you people still in ranked, is my question. And once your character does get banned, you can also just be like, oh, I'll just pick a different character. But your brain also just adjusts to certain stuff when you've exposed it to certain properties for long enough. Like if you spend, I don't know, like 200 plus hours playing the Zed, your brain is going to adjust to think that you're only going to be playing Zed for however long you end up playing the game. When Zed gets banned and you have to pick someone else, you're kind of going to get stuck in that Zed mindset, and who knows, maybe you'll throw out your Talon W thinking that it was a shadow and fuck up your entire combo. Muscle memory definitely plays a lot in League of Legends, especially with like key bindings and stuff. And after playing like 80 plus games of one character and then suddenly picking a different one, thinking, oh, I'll just perform as well as I did with this guy, That's not gonna happen, and you know that's not gonna happen because those two characters don't play too similarly to each other. There's a difference. There's a difference in cooldowns. There's a difference in like macro, micro, whatever the fuck. There's always gonna be those slight key differences that your brain accounts for, but it also can't really account for muscle memory because certain stuff like cooldowns. You know, there are Katarina mains out there that know the exact millisecond that their spells come back up after they've like reset. Like, that doesn't happen with every character. Maybe you'll get into a game and Katarina gets banned. Who do you pick now? No other character really has that same resetting feel that Katarina does. But you know, you decide to play it out, so good luck, man. I've deadass been in games with people where they've only played one character for a solid amount of time and they've just been stuck like flabbergasted at the fact that the character that they suddenly like decided to pick doesn't play like their other character. So that's sort of the mindset that I have is, you know, you've spent so much time playing one character, then once that character gets banned, you don't really know what to do with yourself. But you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the one who's like delusional, thinking that somebody isn't going to perform well after they've played 80 games of one character. But what do I know? You know, maybe I'm in the wrong here. Maybe I'm the person who's delusional. You know, you could tell me your opinion. Tell me what you think about one-tricking. Do you one-trick a character? Who do you one-trick? Just whatever. Prove me wrong. I'll dare you. All right. Bye.